Being a hip-hop artist has become a dangerous career. Back in the 90s, it was kind of a rare case following the deaths of Tupac and Biggie. But now, with the internet and social media, it has came to the forefront. Killings unfortunately happen every day. But it seems in hip-hop nowadays, it has become normalized in the culture, and the artist has no problem showing the world and making it out to be nothing unusual, giving a clear picture of hip-hop demons. Rapper Kay Flock is an artist from the Bronx who came on the scene when drill started to pop off in New York. Before he was making music, he was living the street life and beefing with his ops. He would constantly record himself on Instagram Live looking for trouble and trying to find his enemies. This is how he initially made a fan base. He would see his rival gang make diss tracks about his crew, which would influence him to make music. He would release a song called FTO that would build some buzz in the streets, that would give him confidence to make more music. So he would start dropping more songs, and his fan base would grow, making him a noticeable rapper that got him a spot performing at a Rolling Loud festival. But even though he started seeing some success, he still kept his street mentality. Killings and trolling on social media was still happening over his gang and his rivals. Then, on December 16th, 2021, someone would confront a man on the street, in which the man would retaliate by shooting him in the neck and back, causing him to pass away shortly after. The suspect would be Kay Flock, considering there was video footage of the man in designer jeans and jacket that looked like the exact same outfit that Kay Flock was wearing. Kay Flock is currently still in jail and is still awaiting trial. Now, age plays a factor as well. These days, kids have been robbing and killing like it's a hobby for them. But one rapper who had so much potential would ruin it. Tay-K is from Arlington, Texas, where he would try to pursue music with his crew called the Daytona Boys. He really had no one to raise him in the right direction, which would turn him to the streets and cause havoc. His music wouldn't really pop off, and he had no money, so he resorted into robbing. On July 26, 2016, Tay-K and his friend Pimpy came up with a plan to rob a man named Zach for drugs and money. They happened to know the girl that Zach was dating, and she agreed to the plan, making it an inside job. The plan was for the girlfriend to invite 2 other girls to the house, and they would all chill and hang out. And when the time was right, Zach's girlfriend would text Tay-K, giving them the okay to rush into the house and rob him. When they went inside, they held Zach at gunpoint and pressed him for the money. But Zach also had a roommate named Ethan Walker, who was arguing with the robbers that led to him being shot and killed. Being that he was 16, Tay-K would end up going on house arrest before his trial, but decided to flee from the state. During that time, he would make a song called The Race, but eventually got caught in New Jersey. After getting locked up, his song would flood the internet, making it a huge hit, but he would ultimately be sentenced to 55 years. Sources say that he was still in good spirits after getting locked up and even started his own gang in prison, regardless of someone innocent being shot and losing his life because of his decisions. You would think if you are shot and survived, it would make you think of changing your life for the better. But for this rapper, it would make him even worse. Foolio is a rapper from Jacksonville, Florida, who has multiple ops from his gang lifestyle. He has been shot multiple times in different situations and managed to survive them. He would even troll his ops soon after getting shot and would find the time to mock the deaths of his rivals. But as time went on, karma would finally come for him. When Foolio was celebrating his birthday, the car he was in would get shot up while he was in the parking lot at a Holiday Inn in Tampa, and this time, he would not survive. Karma is a big part of mocking the dead, and this rapper thought it would never happen to him. King Von became a legendary drill artist from Chicago who broke into the industry with his big hit, Crazy Story. Chicago drill became popular after Chief Keef came onto the scene years ago, and it seemed like King Von was going to be the next face of it. But there was something about Von that separated himself from the others, and it was the demon in him. Before the fame, King Von was terrorizing the streets of O-Block, racking up multiple killings which he admitted to doing in his old tweets, and he seemed to enjoy doing so. He felt that life of killing and getting locked up was normal, but every time Von got locked up, he would later be free due to the lack of evidence. So he felt that he was untouchable. Popular Chicago rapper Lil Durk grew a liking to King Von and gave him an opportunity to make music. This would change his life and let him have and see things he never thought he would. But despite his blessing, Von would not let the demon in him go. And then one night in Atlanta on November 6, 2020, Von would confront another rapper named Quando Rondo that turned into a scuffle and resulted in him being shot and losing his life at the hospital. So these stories show that no matter how powerful you feel, the demon that's inside you will never win. If you don't let the demon go, the result will either be prison or death.